Yo. What y'all up to? I hope y'all feeling better than me, because I'm acting right now. Had a rough morning, yo. I've been up since like 4 a.m. watching dating videos on YouTube, and my life ain't got better since, yo. It ain't got better since. What y'all up to right now? I was gonna make a vlog, but you know what happened to me? Yesterday, I really didn't do much. Like, I worked caviar for like, I don't know, I think I made like 50 or 60 bucks. And then after that, I had to go assemble some furniture for this girl, this girl I know. She's like super cool, but I ended up just hanging out there the whole day. And then after I left her house, like, I was incredibly tired, so I just went, took a nap, passed out. This was around 8 a.m. And then I woke up at like 4 a.m. this morning, and I'm like, it's like, oh, what do you do when you wake up at 4 a.m., you know? So I've just been freaking in bed watching YouTube videos. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe I should work on the vlog from yesterday. But I'm like, look, like, I didn't do anything yesterday. Like, it was just one of those days. That's just how I'm feeling right now, yo. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Happy December 1st. Happy Vlogsmith. If you guys are big YouTubers, you know what Vlogsmith is all about. I was actually going to try to do Vlogsmith, but I guess I just missed the first day. However, I didn't miss the first day because today's the first day of Vlogsmith. I could actually go out and film a video like today and then upload it tonight, and then it'll be Vlogsmith. So that's probably what I'll do. It's probably what I will do. But what up? What's up, everyone? What is up? What is up? I'm just having one of those mornings. Like, I don't know what to do this morning. Supposed to turn the rental car back in. That might be a good idea. Tried to use your Robinhood link, but it didn't go through. What do you mean it didn't go through? Like, did it say this link doesn't work? So what's new? What's new? I don't know. It's been a rough week for me. Like, it has. Like, I was sick one day, so I didn't do anything that whole day. And then the next day, which was yesterday, really didn't do much. I don't know, it's been like a rough week. This has been a very slow week for a lot of people. But it's just been like a rough week. Like, I'm just ready for this week to be over. Like, last week was legit. There's no one in the city, like, no traffic, no nothing. And this week, I'm like dreading this week. I'm dreading this week. I think I'm like tripping out because I don't know, this whole like conversation I have with my cousin like just got me on edge. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to go travel or something. After a week of Thanksgiving, it's usually a bit slower. Yeah, it is. Join me on BitConnect. I'll pay for your first investment. I'm already on BitConnect. So I was actually going to drop $1,000 into BitConnect yesterday. But the only reason I didn't drop $1,000 into it is because... So I had like $1,100 in Bitcoin. And I was gonna transfer the money over to BitConnect. And as I was transferring the money, like, the price of Bitcoin was going down. So by the time the money actually showed up in my BitConnect account, I only had like $850. And it, like, obviously I could just buy more Bitcoin, but when you buy more Bitcoin with Coinbase, you have to, it takes like a week or something for you to get the Bitcoin. Like, the only faster way you can get Bitcoin is, getting it from a Bitcoin ATM, and they charge like 7% fees, and I don't want to pay a 7% fee, you know, that, because that means that the freaking Bitcoin's got to move up 7% for me to break even. There's like a dude, like, literally, he's been like standing right here, like looking into my car window, and I'm so glad he finally walked away. Like, he's like one of the guys that's like cleaning up here, and I'm like, that is so weird. Like, why are you just gonna sit here and stare at me, you creep? When are you gonna chill with Alex? In the spring. I'm gonna go back to New York in the spring, for sure. For sure I'll go back. I don't know, maybe I'll just stay in New York because... I mean, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, I'm not having fun in the Bay Area anymore. Like, I'm not. Like, it's getting now, I'm just playing games, like, yeah, I'm like literally not having fun anymore. The only fun part about being in the Bay, my favorite part about being in the Bay is the apps and the tech culture. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. And it's almost getting to the point now where I'm like, I don't even care about it anymore. You know? Come to NYC, let's meet. Maybe dude thinks it's weird that you're talking to yourself in the car. Yeah, I agree, that can be weird, but he should also have some common sense that I could be using like Bluetooth in the car talking to someone, or I could be using a headset talking to someone, or I could be live streaming, you know? I mean, maybe he wouldn't. I mean, I guess live streaming is something that's kind of out there. A lot of people don't do live stream. Did you hear about Uber is having problems getting? Did you hear about Uber is having problems and people are not getting paid? Yeah, I heard about it. I was gonna like do videos talking about that, but I don't know. I just don't wanna. That's like a current event type thing. So I don't typically like to do current events as much because you get a lot of views like the first 2 days, but then after that, no one watches anymore. It's kind of like a vlog. The Apachnoor, what is up? Honestly, I never lived in SF. Only reason I go is because my brother lives there. Your brother's rich, yo. When are you coming to Los Angeles? Your brother's not rich. I'm just being sarcastic. Well, maybe he is. When are you coming to visit Los Angeles? I don't know. So this is the thing. I've been trying to come to Los Angeles to make skateboard videos with Heather, but every time I like try to come down there, Heather's out of town. So of course Heather is in town today. Like, she's gonna be back in LA today, but it's the weekend and I plan to stay around the city because I actually like staying in the Bay on the weekends because it's just a different vibe, you know? It's a different vibe. Go to NYC to the Boosted Crew. Oh yeah, of course I would love to go to the Boosted Crew in NYC. This is my homies, yo. Those are my homies. He is rich. Yeah, there's a lot of rich people here. Bored waiting on my 12:30 class. Thank you for live streaming. I was gonna make a vlog. I was gonna upload a vlog, but I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do it. Cause I like left at like 5. No, I went to WeWork at like 6 this morning. So I was laying in bed, right? And I'm waiting for my phone, because right when I woke up at 4 a.m., my phone was at 85% battery. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll wait till my phone gets down to like 10% battery, and then I'll get up, and then I'll go down to WeWork, and then, you know, by that time I can like start my day. So my phone got to about 10% at like 6 a.m., you know. 2 hours later, I went from 80% battery to like 10% battery. And I'm like, time to go. So I woke up. Well, I got up and went down to WeWork, and I was gonna edit the vlog, but then I'm like, man, I didn't even film anything. Like, I literally had the camera on my chest, and I was like filming for like an hour, and I'm like, dude, I can't do anything with that. What's your main gig now? Well, I want to say like now, if I actually look at income, my main gig right now is YouTube. Yeah, I've made more from YouTube than I did Uber, TaskRabbit, and Caviar combined. So, I mean, I have made good money on TaskRabbit this month and UberEats, but, well, actually, they're not all combined. Let me take that back. They're not all combined. Because I actually did really good on TaskRabbit this month. Martin A. Squanzi is enough, never enough. How many Bitcoins do you possess? That's a good question. I mean, I would need a calculator to add that up. But I don't have a full Bitcoin because I just recently got into Bitcoin trading like maybe 3 months ago. And I have maybe like four cryptocurrency trading accounts. So I would literally have to like go through all of them, and that's not simple because on all of these accounts I use this thing called Google Authenticator, and this is to help prevent hackers from hacking your account. So it takes a whole lot longer to like go to the account because I have to like type in the password, and then I have to go to this Google Authenticator app and type in the code, and then I have to put that code in, and it just takes so much longer, but it's safer online. I was thinking about getting a VPN because a VPN will definitely keep you way more secure online. But I just haven't did that yet. Just haven't did that yet. Damn, you up early? I'm always up early, yo. I'm going to start mining Litecoin today, see how it works out. I'm here and I'm investing in stocks. What on earth I'm thinking? Well, I still invest in stocks too because I want to diversify. But when you look at the gains that cryptocurrency has had, it makes stocks look pathetic, yo. Like, really. Like, when you look at 5,000% gain in a year versus stocks, like, I wonder how long did it take Apple to achieve a 5,000% gain? Probably years, you know? Probably freaking years. It's too much money, yo. Still thinking about what that job you're thinking about. You said it was a really good job. I don't know. I've had some pretty random jobs. I'm gonna start. Glad I finally caught you live. Yes, the coin collector. What is up? I'm live in the house. What would you put more money towards it? This is the thing about Bitcoin. If you want to buy Bitcoin, buy it when it dips. Okay. If it's at $9,000, right? And if everybody's talking about it's going to 10,000, it's going to 10,000, don't wait till it hit 10,000 to buy. Like, wait till it hits 10,000 and wait for a pullback. That's what I always say. Wait for a pullback. Because a couple days ago, it went all the way to 11,000 and it freaking dropped. You know? And everyone was waiting on it to hit 10,000. It hit 10,000. And then it hit 11. And then it did a correction. But then now it's like, it's in between 11 and 10 again. Yeah, I know it went down to like 8, which is crazy. Which would have been a really good time to invest. But it didn't stay at 8 for too long, you know? It didn't stay at 8 for long at all, which is pretty good. I need to cut the heat on. It's cold up in here. One thing I do like about this rental car, it has heated seats. So as soon as I like get in the car in the morning, like I just like cut the heated seats on and I'm like, oh, I'm toasty up in here. So I have this product reviews I was supposed to make a video on. I'll show you guys in the live stream because I know a lot of people don't watch the live stream. But basically what this is, it's for Uber drivers. Well, it's not for Uber drivers, it's for drivers. But you put this around your license plate, right? And you connect it with your phone. Like, it connects to Bluetooth. And when you're like parallel parking, it'll beep if you get too close to the car. I haven't tried it. I haven't even opened it. I'm going to return the rental car today. I was going to shoot the video today, but honestly, I just don't feel like doing it. And I probably will go to LA really soon just because, I don't know. Like, I think I've been in the Bay for like a month, so it's about time for a break, you know? Leave for a couple of days. You rarely talk about being cold over there. Imagine how it feels on the East Coast. Oh, I know, but when I say it's cold in the Bay Area, what I'm talking about is it's basically chilly. In New York, you guys dress for the cold weather way more. Like, you definitely dress for the cold weather. Look at me, I got a freaking super thin jacket on. This jacket does not protect you from the cold weather at all. The only good that this jacket is to illuminate, you know? And I kind of don't need that because it's daytime. But earlier this morning, it was like 5 a.m. and it was cold and I put 2 jackets on and it was also dark, so I wanted people to see me when I'm skating. And then I also have a hoodie on underneath. And then under here, I just have just a t-shirt. Like, I don't even have a button-down shirt on top of this. So that's why I say I'm cold. And if you look at my pants, like, look at this. So I got like a big hole in my leg here and I'm not wearing tights or anything. And you New Yorkers be wearing tights all the time, yo. Because it's crazy cold out there in New York. So y'all be dressing for the weather. Emily, you can buy Bitcoin. Since it's online, all the math is done for you just to select the amount in US dollar. Yeah, they kind of made it very, very easy. I've been driving for a while, can't parallel park for nothing. Parallel parking is tricky. But, like, you only parallel park in certain spots. Like, when I go back home to Tennessee, like, I hardly ever parallel park. Like, for real, like, hardly ever parallel park because everywhere there's like a parking lot, or there is plenty of street parking. Like plenty of street parking. Like you never have to worry about. At least you put a white beater on under that. Well, I don't even have a white beater. Need to get to Cali. Yeah, you should come to Cali. Like, it's chilly now, and when I mean chilly, I'm talking about it's 51 degrees. I'm sure it'll warm up to like 60 degrees. Investing product, yeah. So can you buy a percentage of a share? Still trying to figure it out. Yes, you can buy a percentage of Bitcoin. Most people don't buy a full Bitcoin because that would be really expensive. Most people just get, you know, $100 worth, $1,000 worth, $50 worth, whatever they can afford. What exchanges do you use? Just apps. So I use Bittrex, Changelly, Coinbase, and GX. I can't think of the name of the other one, but it's owned by Coinbase. It's called GX something something something. If you go to Google and type in Coinbase and then just type in GX behind Coinbase, like Google should pop it up. Yeah, GDAX. Yeah, so the reason why I started using GDAX is because the fees are cheaper than Coinbase. And like on my Coinbase videos, a lot of people have put in the comments below, you should tell people to go to GDAX. And the only reason why I haven't been telling people to go to GDLX is Coinbase is more simple. So I want to like talk about Coinbase first and get the word out about Coinbase, and then I want to move on to more complex platforms, because let's just call it GX. GX, it's not like super complicated, but it's nowhere as simple as Coinbase. Coinbase is like crazy simple. Like it is crazy simple to use. Like it's just really, really easy. What rental company do you use? I don't want to use my personal car until I save enough to get a new car. Thanks, man. You have no videos. So there's a program, Uber and Hertz, that they have, that Uber drivers can rent a car through Hertz. They can rent a car through Hertz and use it for Uber. Oh, should I have been using Coinbase because I'm lazy and my phone is easy? Thinking about using Bittrex. Yeah, Bittrex is not bad. I saw a fee pinning today, $1 a month. John, when you come into DC, I don't know. I kind of want to hit up a couple of museums in DC. So I was on YouTube looking at like weird YouTube videos, because y'all know I'm super weird. Like, I was thinking about this earlier today. I was going to make a video about, this morning, I was going to make a video about why I don't date American women. But it would be really stupid. Like, it would basically be a clickbait video. And I was going to talk about all the American things that I don't participate in. Where am I going with this? I'm going somewhere with this. Oh, I was thinking about all the American things that I don't participate in. And what does this have to do with DC? What does this have to do with DC, yo? Anyway, let's just change the subject. I was under the impression that they discontinued that program. Oh, so they discontinued, not the Hertz program, they discontinued the Enterprise program. They also discontinued the Uber leasing exchange program. But the weird thing about the Uber leasing exchange program, they've discontinued it, but I still see cars on the road that has the placard on it that says Uber Exchange. So maybe these drivers just refuse to turn the car in. I mean, that could definitely be, that could definitely be part of it. When you were in Santa Barbara, did you make money using apps? No, I didn't. When I was in Santa Barbara, like, none of these apps really existed. And if they did, they didn't exist in Santa Barbara. They only existed in the Bay Area. Started walking on this live stream. Good luck, Jermaine. Good job, Nick Curry. That's what's up. You're a personal driver. You're in the Bay Area, right? Are you in the Bay Area? I'm having a hard time actually keeping up with the comments today. I'm like so hungry right now. Like, my appetite's been just crazy off the chain. Well, they were going to honor the existing contracts, but okay, that it was thinking of. Oh, that's crazy. They should have just honored the existing contracts. But Uber probably lost so much money. Like, $10,000 a car. I mean, Uber's just in the business of losing money, yo. Falafel time. So there's a falafel spot that opens at 9. But a lot of times they say they open at 9, but they don't really start serving until like 9:30. But that's hella easy to go get a falafel. You must be near Golden Gate Park. No, I'm over here by this Catholic church. Yeah, I'm over here by this church that I always skateboard at. So that's a hint. I probably parked my car somewhere in this area. Hint. But I'm like returning cars, so it's not like you can come over here and find it. There's Kate again. She's back up at her. What up, Kate? What's up? Good morning. You at Starbucks? You want me to call you today? I can't believe I got this many people on live stream right now. I should start live streaming hella early in the morning. It must be a lot of like East Coasters on here. Yeah, I'm on Gary and Goff. I'm like just giving up my locations, giving up my coordinates. Met Goff and Gary. Just sign up for a task on TaskRabbit and promotions of UberEats. I'm making $10 to $15 isn't enough. My car breaks down. Any advice? So you sign up for TaskRabbit and you're making $10 to $15 an hour? That don't sound like the right TaskRabbit. Like that for real don't sound like the right TaskRabbit. Peace. Brooklyn in the house. I didn't go to sleep last night. Oh, you didn't go to sleep last night? I like went to sleep last night, but it kind of feels like I didn't go to sleep last night. Yeah, I'm near Safeway. Want a hug? I'm from Georgia. Georgia in the house. Who is Kate, your chick? No, Kate's not my chick. Kate, I don't know who Kate is. Oh, so why don't you date American women? So that video was going to be clickbait. I thought it was stupid because I was going to talk about why I'm more attracted to foreign women now and why I'm less attracted to like American chicks. And easy, because when I meet a female, right, I realize how boring I am. And I'll give you guys an idea. This may not be boring to you guys, but I'm just saying it's boring because this is just how I'm describing it. But usually when I like meet somebody, they're like, yo, they're into stuff that like I'm just seriously not into, like movies. Like I can't tell you the last movie that I saw at a movie theater. I can't tell you like the last TV show I sit down and watch. Like I can't tell you the last sporting event that I've been to. Like I'm like just so many things that like people are into and I'm just not into. But then things that most people are not into, like I really like random stuff like following business and like politics around the world and traveling around the world. And these are things that typical, like a lot of people just really aren't into, you know, like it's a very small percentage of people. But if you ask someone who is a football fan, you can find a lot of football fans, you know, like you can find hella football fans. So that's why I'm kind of like I don't know, I'm talking to this chick and like literally the only thing she's talking about is like basically American media. And what I mean by American media, I'm talking about, you know, the same mundane shit that you see on TV, you know? Like, you know, you watch the news and it's all negative. You watch the news, it's black versus white. You know, it's like, I don't know. Like, that's why I didn't make a video talking about it, because I couldn't really figure out which way to channel it, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm weird. I just think I'm different. He's lying. I'm from Portland. Poland. No, that's not Portland. Poland. Keep making videos. Yes, that's what's up. I'll keep making videos. I know what you mean. Yes, somebody knows what I mean. Somebody knows what I mean. And then I think I'm feeling a lot of pressure because it is around that time of year where like you go back home and stuff. And I'm like, honestly, maybe I can talk to you guys about this. Like I'm on the fence about going back home. And I know you shouldn't, like, okay, one reason why I hate going home, if you know me, you already know I don't like my hometown because it's hella slow and it's just different. But it's like the older I get, the harder it is to go home, because I feel that, like, people just look at me differently. They look at me like you're a loser. Like, you're single, you don't have a job, and you don't have a house. Like, that's really why I don't want to freaking go back home. Like, and it's also the judge thing. It's like, you know, like, I don't feel like that shit. Like, honestly, it's literally making me cuss, because, and I don't even cuss that much. Live abroad. Money isn't SF. Yes, money isn't SF, yo. Did y'all hear about that freaking, the Amazon story of the lady who took her shit when she was delivering the Amazon package in front of the people's house? See, I don't really pay attention to news, but, like, if it's on Facebook, I can see it. We meant to be explorers. Keep pushing. I know. Don't worry about the travel shit. Never take your family for granted. Never take my family for granted. But what a lot of people probably don't realize about me is I'm not family oriented at all. Like, I'm not, because I've been away from my family for so long. Like, when I go back home, I almost feel like an alien, man. Like, for real, I feel like a fucking alien, yo. Like, I do. Like, I'm not materialistic. Like, I live out of 2 backpacks. Some people may say, that's really bad. But then other people look at that like, damn, that's brilliant. Like, that's smart. You know, it really depends on how you look at it. Times change. Families are drama. Yo, you driving today? No, I'm actually going to take the rental car back. Have a job. Do you have a job? You're self-employed. But yeah, people don't look at like self-employed workers the same, you know. I feel you. Yeah, times do change. Times do change. And I know if I moved back home, I would not be happy. Like, I wouldn't. Like, dude, I watched this story from my hometown today. This shit almost made me cry. Why am I cussing so much? Like, that's how aggravated I am right now. Hit the gym. Maybe I should do that. So, I was watching this story, right? And why would this even upset me? Because this happens in San Francisco all the time, right? So it's this story where, like, this family drove from Texas. In Memphis, they have this children's hospital, St. Jude. It's like a really dope children's hospital. And this family traveled from Texas, and they were coming to Memphis to run a marathon because they had a son who died, okay? So they were coming to Memphis to run in a marathon for their son that died. And as they were, like, they first drove into the city, they went to this famous restaurant, Gus's Fried Chicken. They parked their car on the side of the street, and they had their bags in the car. And they also had a camera in the car with photos of the kid, like photos of the kid right before he died, right? And I don't know why you would even leave this in the car, but they left it in the car, and they come back out to the car, and someone had, you know, broke into the car and stole everything. And the people were more upset about the camera being stolen, and they also made t-shirts to jog with him. They also made t-shirts in honor of their son. And this is like a group of people, maybe 6 people. They made t-shirts, and the t-shirts were stolen out of the car too. And it was just like, it was such a messed up situation. After seeing that, I mean, don't get me wrong, that happens in San Francisco, like, probably every day. But you don't hear about it in San Francisco. And just hearing that story, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to live there. And then I thought the same shit happens there, like, all the time, you know? Like, every day, if not, like, 20 times a day. Like, especially in Fisherman's Wharf neighborhood. Do you ever deal with being nerdy to be black, or black to be nerdy? Expand on that. Like, I guess, like, are you trying to say, am I a nerdy black person? I mean, probably. I would say I'm probably a nerdy black person. I mean, just look at my backpack and look at all the nerdy shit that you would see in there. I'm probably a nerdy black person. Oakland in the house. Friends come and go. It's all colleague for a reason. Cause all you have is family. When they're gone, they wish you had tried to spin harder. Yeah, but like, I just don't really live around family. That's my thing. Like, I love everybody, but I just don't live there. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Getting more expensive, less opportunities. You know, that's one of those questions I'm just not going to answer when people say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Okay, I'm going to ask you that question. Where did you see, 5 years ago, where did you see yourself? Okay? You answer that question. 5 years ago, where did you see yourself? Because sometimes to figure out the future, you must learn from the past. So you ask yourself that question. I'm gonna pull up because the sun. I'm sorry to be like a dick, but like sometimes questions just get on my nerves when people say, "What do you see yourself in 5 years?" It's kind of like one of those questions like, I mean, do you want to see me fail? You know? Because honestly, when I first moved to San Francisco, I had no idea I would be doing this. No idea. I thought I would be working at some hotel making $20 an hour. That's what I thought. And my life is far from that. So there is no way that I can really predict where I'm going to be in the future. Because 5 years ago, a lot of the things that I make money off of did not exist. They did not exist. They did not exist. We're just not here. Just not here. That's just how it was. Hey, you guys, I got a TaskRabbit job popping up. Hold on really fast. I'll be right back, okay? So what's up? Jermaine, wonder how come you had 500 dislikes on that Uber video back in NYC. Oh, because people went to Fiverr and bought dislikes for that video. Because like, if you don't like a YouTuber, you can just go to Fiverr and for $5 you can buy like 1,000 dislikes or something like that. Do you live in an apartment in SF or do you use Airbnb monthly? Struggling college student trying to find some affordable housing. So I basically live in like a tech house. I'm not exactly gonna talk about it too much because like I don't want to say where I'm living and then all of a sudden I got people like moving in where I'm living at. So not gonna say where I'm living, but if you look hard enough, you could probably find it online. Like whipped cream. You like oatmeal? I guess I like oatmeal. Michigan cat in SF trying to find my place. Financial freedom. Financial freedom is legit. They got this weirdest TaskRabbit job just popped up. Someone wants me to move 2 boxes from a pod into a garage. So my next question is, okay, how big are these boxes? You know, are these boxes the size of my car or these boxes this size? You know? No, I won't share that information. And I'm actually like, I'm not even gonna say like how much I'm paying either, because everybody wants to know like, how much are you paying in rent? Well, no, I'm not gonna say either, because you might be able to find that way. Did you go vegan for health reasons? Honestly, I just went vegan because someone gave me some pork, and I ate that shit, and I hate pork. I hate pork like a freaking Jew and a Muslim, yo. Like, I don't like it. Somebody fed me pork, so I just stopped eating all animal products. And also, around the same time, I guess, like, it was all this, like, fake Chinese chicken was, like, floating around or something. I saw some articles online talking about that, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to eat no chicken no more. So I just stopped. And it's crazy, like, the place I live, like, everybody knows I'm a YouTuber. which is kind of weird. You know, it's really weird because we all live in this house and you don't have to say anything to me, right? You don't have to say anything to me. You can just go look me up online and you can get to know me, and you don't have to say a damn thing to me, right? But you can get to know me. You can follow me every day. You can follow what I'm doing, but you don't have to say anything to me. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, I did a live stream a couple of nights ago, and it was a couple people at the place that I was staying. They were commenting in the videos, and I was thinking, like, they're probably watching this right now. I was thinking, like, dang. I don't know. Never mind. I don't even want to say shit. Too nerdy for the black crowd. Too black for people in SF. Oh, you just said it, yo. Maybe that is true. I'm too nerdy to hang out with black people, and I'm not white, so I can't hang out with white people. That might be it. And I noticed that, like, there's, like, certain types of black people here. Like, I don't even want to talk about the racial thing, and I don't like to talk about black people and these black people and these black. But I know that there are some black people here. They are literally pushovers, bro. They are pushovers. Like, they are literally, like pushovers. Like, they're going to do everything they can to stay in that line. And I don't have to say what I'm trying to say, but if you can relate with me, you know what line I'm talking about. But they seriously walk in this line, and you know, I'm not gonna do that shit, bro. Like, I'm not the type of black person that's like black power and black people should have, like, I'm not the type of black person, but I ain't the type of black person that's gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit either. Like, nope, I ain't gonna do that. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's why people, we fall down in the middle sometimes. I have some black friends that literally take everything up their butt. Yes. Yes. But honestly, let me take this seatbelt off. Hopefully I can say this without saying it. It's another group of people in SF that kiss ass way more, bro. Way more. And let's change the subject because I don't want to talk about those people. But they literally kiss ass more than anyone. Like, I travel all around this country, yo. It's people in San Francisco that kiss ass to a certain other group of people way more than anyone else in this country does. Like, way more. And I just want to read another comment so I can just change the subject. Because I can't just talk like this online. Like, oh my God, he said it. I said it, but I didn't, you know? I like nerd shit and like to keep things classy. Uncle Tom. This is actually making me feel better, yo. Do you think that's... I'm having a good morning now, y'all. Do you think SF is still a good place to move, considering moving from Southern California? Bro, bring some money if you could. Bring some Bitcoin if you come here. Don't even bring no money, because your money, it ain't good enough. Bring some Bitcoin. Whole bunch of Bitcoin, bro. I'm from Portland, so I see it sometimes. You from Portland, you know what I'm talking about too. SF for black people is like Postmates tips. Yes, let's talk about something else. I'm having too much fun this morning, yo. Like, for real. I'm lost what the other group is. Minorities in the house. I'm like horrible right now. I'm like too bad. But I know somebody get a kick out of this right now. Probably making somebody's day or someone's afternoon. Is it afternoon in New York? Probably it's like lunchtime over there. It's like lunchtime. It needs to be lunchtime here. Y'all want to see something really gross? I'm back. Guess what I got? Some bottled water, some chips, and some Chipotle from last night. So gotta change the subject. I think I've seen 2 black people on my way home. Yeah, well, I don't know, if you live in the TL, it's a little bit different. Was you drunk that day you were in West Hollywood? I don't remember what day I was in West Hollywood. Was I skateboarding? Because I wasn't if I was skateboarding. I don't think I was drunk. I don't think I was doing too much partying when I was in LA. If I was hanging out with Heather, I was probably drinking. Yeah, I don't know. If I was hanging out with Heather, I probably was. But like, I don't just typically drink. Yeah, I don't typically drink. Like, maybe after January the 5th, you guys can, maybe I'll kind of show y'all what I do. But if you live in the Bay Area, you know what's going to happen on January the 5th. SF makes Beverly Hills appear cheap. Dude, maybe I should move to Beverly Hills. It's got to be cheaper than SF, right? It's got to be, right? Nowhere is as freaking expensive as here. I live in Nob Hill. Most call it Snob Hill. Yeah, bro. I used to call it Snob Hill all the time. But it kind of seems like Nob Hill is not even that snobbish. It doesn't seem like it's as snobbish as it used to be. When I first moved here, I want to say it seemed like it was more snobbish. But I don't know. Maybe I could be totally wrong. Gotta go, babe. Talk to you later. Yo, okay, give me your phone number. I'll call you up. We can hang out. I'll let you have some of my Chipotle from last night. Jermaine, in the thumbnail, you look like an app. Yeah, I thought the thumbnail looked sick with this jacket because it was all like flowing and stuff. Spooked like a cat. Okay. Been to Oakland lately. I was in Oakland yesterday. I had to go there to check my other P.O. box. DC, do McDonald's trips. I was so gonna do Uber Eats this morning. Then I'm like, man, I'm not feeling it. And then I gotta drop the car off at 10, and then I would rather get some TaskRabbit gigs today, because I can make way more on TaskRabbit. White girls, voila, they're frappies looking sideways at me in Trader Joe's. But I'll be real, like, Jermaine from the Cool Little King, that's what's up. Bruh, that's a catfish. Oh gosh. So I guess the live stream is probably gonna end soon, because if people keep calling me, that's gonna be a bummer. Is there a way that I can cut it on? No, there's not a way I can do it. Yes, there is a way. Do not disturb. Yeah, what you gonna do now, punks? Do you pay taxes? That's a very stupid question. Of course I pay taxes. Do you pay taxes? Or are you Donald Trump and you don't pay taxes? You probably don't pay taxes, right? I should probably go, but I'm glad to finally catch you on one of these live streams. That's what's up. Like, I'm a hoot on these live streams sometimes. Sometimes I don't care. Like this morning, I don't think I did a live stream like this. I think I didn't talk too much. Hopefully I didn't offend anyone. Yo, what a dislike set on this video. I don't even care anymore. Dislike them. Started with caviar, Uber Eats. It's almost comedy how caviar pays double every time. Making an LLC. That would be pretty cool, but that would really protect me from, I mean, that would be good if I had like an actual business that I was controlling 100%. You know, I think that would be dope. Because I kind of say the things that I do, I don't exactly control 100%. You know? I don't. Because like YouTube, they could shut it down, you know? But then if I had like a website and I was selling a physical product, that would be a little bit different. Yeah, YouTube is definitely a business for sure. Are there certain TaskRabbit tasks you won't do. There's a bunch of TaskRabbit gigs I won't do. A lot of TaskRabbit gigs I won't do are the ones that don't give you enough information. The TaskRabbit gig that I just responded to right now, the guy, I don't know why I'm assuming it's a guy, but the person said move 2 boxes from a pod into a garage. So I just messaged them, how big are the boxes? How long will you need help for? You know, because if it sounds like it would be a really simple job, you know, it sounds like it would be a real simple job. You just move the boxes, but no. Who knows? It could be a washing machine in a box, or it could be a refrigerator in a box. So I don't know how big it is. So a job like that I may not accept because the customer is not responding to me. He's not telling me. They're not telling me what it is. You can't brand yourself, create an LLC. It saves on taxes. Yeah, but you know, believe it or not, that's something I'm probably gonna look at next year. I'm not exactly looking at it that much this year because of I'm gonna have a lot of tax write-offs this year. So I'm not gonna really save that much, but maybe next year it would be better because I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do next year. If I'm gonna be traveling more next year, I'll probably have more tax write-offs, and you know, I don't exactly know, but maybe next year will be better for that. Become a property manager, live rent-free. I don't know if that works here. You know anybody that does that? Probably. People do that here. TaskRabbit super slow for me. Yeah, TaskRabbit can be very super slow. And also TaskRabbit promotes certain taskers. They promote other taskers more than other taskers, by the way. And also in certain fields, like if you do a lot of assembly jobs, they're going to promote you more for assembly than if you did other jobs, like if you only did a few moving jobs, you know? So it's kind of different. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I don't work for TaskRabbit or ride an electric skateboard, but I watch all of your videos because you have free lifestyle and this is how I want to live. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Did you hear about UberEats 2020? I did hear about UberEats 2020, but you know what? I believe some other company is going to beat them to it. Yep. I believe some other company is going to beat them to it. That's just my thought. And maybe it could be like Google or someone. Because Google, man, Google is actually kind of scary. They have so many projects that they're working on. Like they literally will throw money into a project, right? And build something. And then they'll scrap it because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And they're working on so many projects. Another Google project that I was looking at it's called Google FL, Google Fi. And it's Google's cell phone service. I bet y'all didn't know Google had a cell phone service, right? Yeah, it's Google's cell phone service. And who knows, in the next year or so, they'll probably scrap it, you know? Like, Google has so much money. But not like Apple. Oh, Uber Air is flying cars, like literally flying cars. That's what Google Air is. Not Google Air, but Uber Air. Sophia is scary. Who's Sophia? Is she up on her? What's the difference between companies using referral marketing and multi-level corporations? Okay, so referral marketing is a little bit different. Referral marketing is more like you click on my link, you sign up to become an Uber driver, we both get a bonus. But affiliate marketing, well, no, what is it? LML are more like, okay, you click on my link and you pay and you join, and you need to get other people to click on your link and you pay and they join, you know? So it's a little bit different. The Our Robot got citizenship in Saudi, really? In Portland, which app you think you can make the most off of? This is just my guess. I would guess either Postmates or Uber Eats. The reason why I would say Postmates or Uber Eats, number one, Postmates is just more of a delivery service. But number two with Uber Eats is Uber has all this marketing, and they have all this. They're always in the news. They're always everywhere. People know more of the name Uber than they know Postmates. They know more of the name Uber than they know any other sharing economy company combined. So that's why I would think it would be Uber. I could be totally wrong. But that's what I would think. What happened to the Rideshare report channel? I don't know. Is it not there? Did he delete it? Or Bitcoin or Litecoin? Well, Litecoin is swinging like crazy. And Litecoin pops more than Bitcoin, I'm sorry to say. Would you say downtown or suburb neighborhoods? Oh, downtown for sure. Downtown any day of the week. One reason why I like downtown is one reason why I like downtown is because you don't have to like drive. You can walk places. You know? That's one reason why I don't live in my hometown. If my hometown was more of a city, like I'd probably live there. But I hate driving, yo. It's like I'm driving now. I'm sitting in the driver's seat right now. But like I literally hate driving. Like I just like walking more and just I don't know. It's just different pace of life, you know. It's different. Coal Valley is my favorite in the city. Rideshare show. So Michael, my friend Mike, he makes like $20,000 a week. So that's why he's not doing the Rideshare show. Ripple all the way up. Where's Ripple at? I actually own some Ripple. That's why Mike doesn't make videos, yo. And he's legit, like he actually makes the money. But one thing about him is like we don't talk anymore hardly. Like we hardly ever talk. Like I used to call him and we used to talk for like, you know, an hour at a time, you know? But like now, like he never, if I call him, he won't even answer the phone usually. Have you tried Maven and Maestro app yet? I have a question for you. Can you drive for Lyft and Uber with Maven? Can you drive for both? Michael Gamora, he owns this channel, YouTube channel called the Rideshare Report. And he has made crazy amounts of money off of the Rideshare. Well, not off of his YouTube channel, but off of other things he's built. I don't want to just get into it, but homeboy's made a killing. And it's like, fuck, he ain't gonna hang out with me. I only make like $2,000 a week. If I even make $2,000 a week, you know? And I actually gotta go out and do stuff to make like $2,000 a week. But I'm pretty sure he's probably busy. Like when you make $20,000 a week, you could probably get a lot of attention. You know? Michael Gamora. I think that's his name. Well, I know that's his name, but you know anything about Hypecar any good? I haven't tried Hypecar. I haven't. Is this is a smaller delivery service or car sharing service? I believe so. It's like renting from Hertz, but not through Uber. That way you can get the bonuses on Uber and Lyft. I drop off a Lyft driver who makes $8K and pays $800 a month for car insurance. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, to make that much, you gotta do a lot of driving. Like you gotta do a lot of driving, yo. So I was in one of the Facebook groups and some guy posted his earnings for November. Earnings was on fleek, yo. The first week was like maybe like $1,500. The next week was like, it was over 2,000. The next week was over 2,000. And the third week was over 2,000. And to a lot of people that are in the Facebook groups, they're looking at that like, dang, he making money. I want to sign up for Uber. But for someone like me, I'm sitting back saying, homeboy drove the whole week and didn't do anything else. Because how else do you make $2,500 a week on Uber? Like for real. If you ain't getting 5 referrals at $500 each, how are you making $2,500 a week in Uber? And what a lot of people don't get either, this is why I don't even talk about Uber in my videos that much anymore. This is why I don't even drive for Uber. This is why I just mainly make videos talking about Uber Eats. Because like I just don't, like people just don't get it. But when you drive that much, when a lot of people see that number, they just see only that number, as if that's the same number on a paycheck from Walmart, okay? But what that $2,500 really is there's a lot of subtractions coming out of that. A whole lot of subtractions. You know, there's the gas, which when you make $2,500 a week driving for Uber, you're probably spending anywhere from $30 to $50 a day in gas. How big are you, Jay? That's a very, very unusual question to ask me. Like, are you talking about my dick size here? Like, don't usually get that asked don't usually get that asked in live streams. But anyway, I freaking lost my train of thought. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm like being distracted because there's some people like standing here in the street. You guys want to? I said, how big are you, Jay? Oh, the expenses. Oh, so, you know, you got the $200 a week for the rental car. Now, I don't know if this driver was renting a rental car. Maybe he owned his own car. But if he owned his own car, that's actually even worse, because how many miles will you have to put on your car to make $2,500 in a week? These are numbers that your average driver... Oh, I read that wrong. These are numbers that your average driver just don't think about, you know? Like, especially someone who's looking to become an Uber driver, they don't think about all these numbers. And renting a car, like I say, at least for the Bay Area, renting a car is a really good deal if you plan on doing a lot of driving. It's a really good deal because you don't have to worry about the maintenance. And then, I mean, you still got to pay for the gas, but then also the insurance. You have to have rideshare insurance, right? Well, if you rent a car through Hertz and Uber, you don't have to have the rideshare insurance because it comes with rideshare insurance when you rent the car through Hertz and Uber. Oh, that's just my thought. And also, think about this. This is just something else to throw out there. Let's say you got a ticket a year ago and your insurance increased by $100 a month. Well, if you rent a car through Hertz or if you rent a car through Maven, you're not, like, that's not accounted for. You know, so it's still going to be the same $250. Oh, an ETF, exchange traded fund. ETF is when ETFs typically have like a fund manager, and that person picks stocks and puts them into a basket, and they sell that basket as an ETF. I'll give you an example of an ETF. No ETFs are coming to my head right now. Somebody type in an ETF up there, like SVT. Is that an ETF? No, it's not an ETF. But yeah, ETFs are like, yeah, it's like an index. It's like a group of stocks together. One cool thing about an ETF versus a stock. Okay, let's say you invested in a company like Apple. Okay, Apple, and let's say overnight Apple has earnings report, because Apple usually release their earnings after the stock market closes. So when they do that, they release their earnings after the market closes. Let's say Apple had bad news. Well, the stock could literally drop 10% overnight. Okay, but when you own that one share of Apple stock, yeah, you can. ETFs are on Robinhood. They're definitely on Robinhood. But when that stock drops 10%, well, the next day you're going to be down 10%. However, if you invested in an ETF, and that ETF was, if it was a basket of tech stocks, and let's say it was a basket of 10 tech stocks, and let's say Apple was a part of that basket, and let's say Apple still went down 10%. Well, the next day, when you look at your ETF, it won't go down as much because your ETF is a little bit more diverse than just having all of your money in just Apple. Any of that make any sense? So that's why ETFs can be better. Now, another thing about ETFs, I can't explain this fully because I don't exactly know, but there is tax advantages for ETFs. Like I say, I don't really go into taxes that much. I usually give all of my stuff to someone else, someone who's like a pro and they know how to do that. But you can pay less money when you own ETFs. I said can. It may not be that way all the time. But yeah, that's one thing about ETFs is you can sort of diversify a little bit better. I want to say ETFs have kind of replaced mutual funds. I could be wrong with that, but I just don't know anyone nowadays that buy mutual funds. Like, it's just like ETFs. Like, mutual funds kind of suck. Like, daily interest, like, come on. You ain't getting no daily interest. And now I gotta move the car up again because the sun's coming up. This is fun. And I messaged that person on TaskRabbit to ask how big are the boxes and how long, and they still haven't responded yet. It feels like Acorns is more of a savings app. Yes, Acorns feels like a savings app. I don't know why I did this, but on my Acorns account, you can hit the multiplier where it deposits double your roundups into your account. I did that, and my stash account is like growing like crazy. But I'm noticing, like, dang, like, there's less money in my bank account, because usually I always spend like usually every week, like, I'm always constantly buying investments, like, constantly. And when you buy investments, like, it's like $100 or $50 or $80, and whenever you do a full dollar amount, Acorn takes out $2. But it's cool, they're taking out $2, and it's like they're gonna invest it for me, but it's pretty cool. What's a good ETF? I know you said investing in a good one and letting it stack up for a few years, then to pay the rent. Oh, so a few good ETFs. I'll make a video talking about ETFs. I think I'll probably make a video explaining my whole philosophy of not owning a house and investing in the stock market and ETF instead to combat buying a house. Because if you really think about buying a house, let's think about this. Let's say that you actually get a loan for a house, and let's say the house is $100,000 for simple numbers. If you pay the house, if you continue to live in the house and pay the house over the life of the loan, you could possibly pay anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 for the same house, right? But then at the same time, from day one, you have to do maintenance on the house. If anything breaks down, you're responsible of it. Day one, you have to pay property tax. Day one, you're responsible for this asset, and also it sort of ties you down. Now, I understand a lot of people don't care about being tied down, but if you look at history, people would stay in the same house for a very, very long period of time. Like, generations would stay in the same house. The house would be passed down to one another. If you look at today, that's still happening, but it's not happening like it used to. You have kids that are leaving Michigan, right? And you have kids that are leaving Detroit, and they literally watch their parents and they watch their grandparents, and like everybody in their family has worked in the auto industry. And now you have kids leaving, Detroit, and they're going other places because they can't find a job in Detroit. So why would I invest in a house when I don't know where the jobs are going to be? Like, I don't know where the jobs are going to be. And anybody watching this from my hometown could easily say, come move back home. But I'm just going to say, moving back home sucks. Like, it sucks. It's not progressive. I might get robbed by gunpoint, and I might get shot, and it's home. I grew up there. 2008 provides mortgage industry a real rocket. Yeah. Money is real. Real money is online. Yes, real money is online. So when you do taxes for write-off and gas, do you have to put the miles down too, or does it really matter? Okay, so this is a deal about renting a car. Invest in a home in New York. So I need to read that one later, because New York would actually New York could probably solve a lot of my problems. New York could probably solve a lot of my problems, because if I actually did like find some half decent condo that didn't cost an arm and a leg in New York, and if I like did stay there, I could probably Airbnb it when I'm out traveling and stuff like that. I probably could. But I don't know. I think Airbnb could be a bubble. That's my thing. iBillionaire versus Robinhood. Robinhood is going to be better than iBillionaire. Sorry to say. There's pretty much 2 reasons why I downloaded iBillionaire. The first reason was to share it with other people, and also to possibly show up very, very high in search when someone types in iBillionaire. Cross my fingers, they can see my video, and if they see my video, maybe they would subscribe, and maybe they would watch my other videos. That's the first reason why I made a video talking about iBillionaire, and also invested money into iBillionaire. The second reason is you can purchase, well, you can't purchase Bitcoin, but you can invest in Bitcoin through iBillionaire. You can't exactly buy Bitcoin on iBillionaire, but you can invest in Bitcoin through iBillionaire. And you know how you do that? You do that through an ETF. Yep. The ETF fund is, I believe it's GXOD. And also, yes, that's another thing about iBillionaire. iBillionaire allows you to buy percentages of a stock. For example, I believe Tesla is over $300 a share. And in my iBillionaire account, I have $50 invested in Tesla. So that's pretty cool, you know? Like if Tesla goes up 100%, that means that my $50 would be worth $100. Are you going to say about when you're renting a car? Were you going to say something about when you rent a car? No, I don't think so. Eddie, you're right. Settle Vancouver, BC. Where is your home, Big J? I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Real money is online. I was talking about I'm like, you guys are like on point in this chat right now. Like for real, like you keep me on my toes and fingers here. Okay, I said, how are you, Big J? How are you, Big J? Oh, I don't know how I read, how big are you, Jay? Taxes. Oh, taxes about renting a car. The taxes when you rent a car is super simple. You know why it's super simple? I think it's my phone getting too hot. Taxes is super simple when you rent a car because you just take the rental receipt. You take the rental receipt, and you also take your gas receipts. And that's about it. Like, that's about it. Like, that's how simple it is. You don't have to do the mileage thing. You do the mileage thing if you own the car. This is what my tax person told me. I'm not telling you guys to do whatever, but my tax guy said if you lease a car, you can't write the miles off. You can only write off the lease payment. But if you own the car, you can write off the mileage. Now, let's compare and contrast. It's actually better to own the car versus to lease the car, because if you lease the car, and let's say you're leasing the car for like $300 a month, well, now you can only write off $300 a month for the car. But on the other hand, let's say that you're driving like 3,000 miles a week. Well, it would be better if you can write off the mileage then, because the mileage would be way more than the gas and the car payment. So the lease payment. So when you lease a car, you can write off the gas and the car payments. But sometimes it's better to just write off, it's better to take the 52 cents a mile. It really depends on what kind of car you have, how much money you're paying, if it's a hybrid. There's so many factors. So instead of all those factors, this is what your homeboy Jermaine do. Just keep all my stuff right here. Like, I got my receipts, got my Hertz thing. Yeah, I made $498 to Uber. Is that enough for taxes? I don't know, because you might have different deductions and different write-offs than I do. You might have kids, you might own a house, you might your every tax situation is going to be completely different. So I really can't point the fingers on that one. And since I'm going to return this car soon, I better get all my receipts out of here. I only have like 3 receipts. Yeah, I don't have that many receipts. But this car does have a larger tank. Because a lot of times when you rent like these Toyotas, the car only take like 11 gallons of gas or 10 gallons of gas. Phones are a write-off too. So phones are a write-off, but phones are a write-off because you use your phone for work. But my whole thing is how much of it is a write-off? Like, how much of a phone is a write-off? Because, like, obviously, I use a phone. A lot of people use a phone, like, personal. But, like, how much is it? Is it 50% or is it 75%? Because I use my phone for so many things, just like you guys do. So, I don't exactly know what's the percentage of a phone write-off. My tax guy last time, he just wrote my whole phone off. So, don't exactly know how that works, but yeah. I was thinking about getting the new iPhone X just to write it off, but then I'm like, I kind of don't even want to buy it just to write it off, you know? Do another portfolio update. Maybe I will do one. But honestly, I haven't, like, as soon as my Robinhood account gets to 8,000, like, I take money out of it. So I'm, like, not even letting it get to, like, I'm not even letting it grow anymore. Do you usually rent from the airport? So with the Hertz deal, you can't rent from the airport. You have to rent from, there's like one Hertz location in the city, and there's also one in Fremont. You have to go to those locations. You can't just go to a regular Hertz dealer. And also the cars that they give you are going to be like, they're not going to be, it's not going to be the same as going to the airport renting a Hertz car. Let me just show you this right here. Look at this car I got. So look at the mileage. Can you guys see the mileage? 71,000 miles on this car. So when you when you rent a car like from the Hertz at the airport, bro, it's never gonna have 70,000 miles on it. Well, I don't want to say it's never gonna have 70,000 miles, but usually the cars at the airport, they don't usually have more than 20,000 miles on them. And whenever I rent a car at the airport, it's like new, like less than 1,000 miles on it. And these cars, man, like if I walk outside this car, like you can see dings and dents and scratches, and like the back seats like all jacked up, and I probably added to some of those scratches from my skateboard back here, you know, but that's how it is. Do you like the Cruise? You know, actually, I kind of like the Cruise a lot, yo. I like it a lot. The turning radius sucks. Like, I was parallel parking, and I'm like, dang, I'm hitting the curb back here, you know? But I really like this car, like, a lot. Like, for real. Like, it's pretty decent. I really like how when you hit the window to roll it down, it automatically goes down. And when you want to roll the window up, you know what you do? You just hit it, and you take your hand off, and the window's just going up by itself. See, a lot of Japanese cars don't do that. Well, Toyotas do it. But like a lot of cars don't do that, and it just sucks. Like when you're trying to get the window rolled up, and you gotta sit here and hold it while you're driving, you know. So that's just one like little simple thing. How long were you on Robinhood? Like a year plus. But like now I'm just like withdrawing money out of Robinhood to put it in other accounts so I can experiment with other accounts. But I'm kind of not really adding money to Robinhood anymore. Like the referral program, I guess that's adding me money, but the Robinhood referral program is like, you get roughly $4 when someone signs up for the Robinhood account. Because how it works is you guys both get a free stock, and usually they're going to give you like a stock that's like under $5, you know. But I did get 2 shares of Microsoft though, and Microsoft is like, they were like $85 a share. Jermaine, what are your thoughts on the new Tesla semi-truck? Dude, I think that Tesla truck is legit, yo. I think it's legit. Now, I'm not a truck driver, you know. I'm an Uber driver. But I think that truck is legit, yo. What up, Jason in the house? Richard Brown, how long you on Robinhood for? Hertz, they beat me over the head for a rental. I went to Orlando. They made me pay like $90 for a half tank of gas. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, they do that. They do that. So when you go rent a car, less than 1 hour to return the car. Yeah, it'll probably take about an hour to return the car. But when you go and rent a car through Hertz, this is the Uber program. You see this sign that says the refill price? They charge my bad, I'm just looking at something in the city, yo. What up, Alex? I'm just looking at, these people were moving some stuff, and I don't know how much. They had so much stuff stacked on top of the van. Like, I wish I could have showed y'all. But, off the 24-hour fitness on Van Ness. Yo, you want me to pick you up and give you a ride in the live stream? What do you think of Uber flying thing? I think it's a trip, yo. I think it's a trip. It could be a distraction. It could be. It's just my thought. It could be a distraction. Uber in the rental car thing. $90 for a tank of gas. That's crazy, man. I wonder. See, this thing doesn't even tell me where the gas was when I rented the car. So I don't even know where to put the gas at, because it doesn't say like you're at a quarter of a tank. Fuel charge $9.99 a gallon. Like, this ain't Europe, yo. Don't lie, Jermaine. You saw a tight butt over there. No, if I saw a tight butt over there, I'll let y'all see it. You should ditch your shares in AT&T and reinvest. Oh, I don't have any shares in AT&T. So the stock I've made the most off of right now is Win Investments, and then from after Win it would be Win, and then something else I'm up really big on. I'm up okay on Google. I actually just bought another share of Google. Google's weird because there's two shares of Google. There's Class A and there's Class B. So I've had one for like a year or something, and then I bought another one. AT&T is buying WB. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to guess what WB is. I'm just trying to guess what WB is. What is that? I'm just waiting on it to pop up on my screen here. Is this good for AT&T? Is this going to be bad for AT&T? They're buying Warner Brothers? Dang, yo. But you know what? I'll tell you something that may sound crazy. I believe Apple is going to buy another large company very, very soon. I believe they're going to buy a media company very, very soon. I'm thinking it could possibly be Sony. Because think, if Apple bought Sony, Apple could have like all those Sony camera patents, and Apple could have all the Sony. Man, Sony makes some of the dope video. Sony makes some pretty dope video technology. So I could see Apple copping up Sony, and also Sony has a lot of movies, and they got production studios. And didn't Lyft merge with Google? You know, actually, Google and Lyft would be a good partnership. They really would. They would be a good partnership. Oh, so Sony doing well with video games. They want to sell. Huh, interesting. Because I feel that like Apple, they need to make their own. They need to make their own entertainment sector. Like, they need to make their own YouTube. They need to make their own Netflix. They need to make a company that provides content to people. And I can't see Apple doing that, but I can see Apple just dropping $5 billion and buying something that's already established, you know? Even like Disney could possibly be a company that Apple could scoop up. Because, I mean, think about all the places that Apple could advertise if they bought Disney, yo. Apple and Disney, that would be crazy powerful. Like Times Square is freaking Disney. Like, think of all the Disney theme parks. And Disney is still interested in buying Netflix. Yeah, that would be a big one. That would kind of be a clash, though. That would kind of be a clash. All right, it's getting warm, bro. I gotta take this jacket off, though. Sorry to offend y'all folks on the East Coast right now, but man, I'm chilling. About to take these jackets off. I'm about to show off this black skin in the city because it ain't cold out here no more. The sun coming out. And yeah, that chocolate about to come out too. Woohoo! It's nice here in NY. It's nice there too? Dang. Disney has too many hands and too many industries. Yeah, you're right. I guess they are kind of all over the place. And I kind of feel the same way with Sony. Like, Sony's kind of like all over the place too. And you about to get the girls now? Probably not now. Not on an early Saturday morning, y'all. It's not Saturday, it's Friday. I was wrong. Apple market cap is, oh my gosh. Apple, oh my gosh, dude. Look at that market cap, yo. I didn't even think Sony has such a small market cap. You sure Apple's market cap is $941 billion? I thought it was like 841 billion. That's really close to $1 trillion. That is really close to $1 trillion. Sony market cap at $59 billion. That's like nothing compared to Apple. But then also, I think it has something to do with Japan, because Sony is from Japan, and Sony and the yen in Japan is not that great. Like, and believe it or not, Japan is not doing that popping. That's why Japan is like, they're like really big on Bitcoin right now, because they probably don't believe in their own. They probably don't believe in their own currency, the yen, anymore. The Sony PlayStation is killing it right now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I would much rather have a PlayStation than I don't want to say. Yes, got it from Wikipedia Invest. Wikipedia Invest, is that a thing? Is that a site? Wikipedia Invest it wouldn't be a deal in yen, most likely. Oh yeah, it would not be a deal in yen. But okay, it's kind of like this. Like, it won't be. Of course, it's gonna be in dollars. But it's like, okay, if I'm in the U.S. and something is $100, and then the translation over here, if I want to buy something in this other country, let's say it's $120. So it's actually like, it's more, right? But let's say that this country is now weaker, and I have $100, and now this thing is not $120, it's $70. So it's actually cheaper for me to purchase it with my dollars, you know? So that's what I was talking about there. Wiki Invest, that's dope. Then Apple TV. Why haven't Apple made a freaking TV? Probably because of Apple made a TV. And I'm not talking about that little Apple TV box. I'm talking about an actual flat screen TV. Probably if Apple made a TV, you know who would make it? Samsung. Just like Samsung makes the iPhone, basically. Like, when you look at the iPhone X, when you look at the iPhone 10, you know what? I don't even call that an iPhone. I call that a Samsung phone. Yeah, like, basically, like, Apple really can't make anything on their own. They need other companies to assemble it for them. Just search it. Apparently, Google invests $1 billion into Lyft. That's a lot of money. Perhaps Waymo and Lyft can do better autonomous vehicles, but Tesla and Apple are also doing autonomous. Who will win? That's a good question. We don't really know too much about Apple's car program, because they haven't really talked about it, and they're keeping it really secretive. And I guess TaskRabbit, no, not TaskRabbit, TaskRabbit, the other one, Tesla, I guess they're kind of out in the open with it. Don't be late returning the rental car. No, I won't be late. Exchange rates and tax suck. I experienced that shit by England. Oh, Netflix is looking to making TVs as well. Dang, everybody's making TVs. I think Samsung makes the best TVs right now. But guys, remember, check this out. Let me tell you how things change. Remember in the 90s? Maybe all y'all can't remember the 90s, but you can remember what I'm about to say. Do you remember in the 90s growing up, everybody was rocking Sony? Sony TVs, Sony PlayStation, Sony Walkman, Sony headphones, Sony everything. Sony was hot shit. Like, even you go to someone's house, they got a Sony surround system, a Sony this, a Sony that, a Sony this. Look at today. Where do you see Sony today? I can't tell you anyone who's got a Sony TV. I can't tell you anyone who's got a Sony TV, yo. Samsung, and Sony is from Japan. Samsung is from Korea, South Korea. And look at Samsung right now. Samsung is so massive, yo. Like, they make so much stuff that Sony used to make back in the days. And now, look at it. Like, everybody is... And LG is it's from Korea, too. Like, it's basically the same as Samsung. Well, it's not the same, but you get what I mean. It's from the same country. And then now, Sony's just lost, yo. But Sony, they're kind of making a comeback with their cameras. They're kind of making a comeback with their cameras. They make some pretty dope cameras, but I'm not rushing out buying a Sony camera right now because I just bought another American camera, you know? And remember the Sony headphones back in the days? I remember Sony headphones were so dope, yo. And now I'd just rather have a pair of Dr. Dre Beats, you know? And I know a lot of folks don't like Dr. Dre Beats, but, you know. Oh, you got a Sony TV? No, I'm not hating on Sony at all. Like, I actually like Sony. Like, growing up, I loved Sony. But the freaking Koreans got up in there, and they just started making stuff left and right, and Sony just kind of, you know. I mean, Sony still makes dope headphones. I mean, last time I was at Best Buy, I tried these Sony headphones, and you put them on, and when you put your hand up to your ear, you can, like, actually hear, like, outside the headphones, and, like, that's super dope. I don't know any other companies making that. Stocks to watch in 2018. It's funny how, like, when I don't answer a question, it just keeps popping up over and over and over. That's cool. That's cool. Stocks to watch in 2018. Apple. Apple is one stock I'm watching. So I had more money in my account, and I just bought more shares of Apple, and just bought more shares of Apple, and bought more shares of Apple. So Apple, because now the iPhone 8 is $1,000 phone, and Apple is getting more into the service games. So I would say Apple, like Apple, like next quarter, like how can Apple not go up? It ain't going up to Bitcoin prices, but how can it go up? Alex is a Sony head. I like Sony too, yo. But remember those Sony cassette tapes? And then the Sony, what do you call those things? The blank discs that you can burn CDs on? I bet New Yorkers know all about that. I bet everybody was slinging burnt CDs in New York back in the day, yo. You remember you had to get like a CD? You had to get a CDRW. CDRX. That's what it was. When you could use that to burn a CD. I remember when I first started burning CDs, it was so cool, yo. I'm like, I'm burning a CD, yo. It's super cool. And then now we don't even use CDs, but check this out. Cars still come with CD players, because this car here got a CD player. I wonder, has anyone even put a CD in this player? I keep messing up the camera. What are cassette tapes? You tell me. I'm trying to figure it out myself. I mean, is this something you listen to? Like, is it like a phone or something? Like, I don't even know what a cassette tape is. Yeah, CDRW. That's what it was. CD rewrite. That's what it meant. I used to love Sony, yo, and then it slipped away from us. Just trust Sony. Yeah, trust the cameras, yo. Like, cameras legit. It's some crop sensors in those cameras. Time to hit the curls. Peace out. Alright, peace out. Peace out. Peace out, main objective. I'll be around. I'll be doing some live streams. I think I'll do a vlogsmith today. CD players had bad battery life. Okay, Sony CD players, they had bad battery life. If you compare it to an iPad, you know, if you compare it to an iPod. But remember back in the day, I didn't care about the battery life on the Sony cassette players. You know why? Because I had a Sony rechargeable battery set. So whenever my batteries would die, I would just recharge them and just put them back in there, yo. So I wasn't tripping about the battery on Sony. But remember when, dude, I thought it was so dope when Sony came out with those CD players that, like, you could shake it and it wouldn't skip. Like, you could be jogging in the CD player. The CD player, it wouldn't skip. And you know how you would have a cheap CD player and... Dude, I want to go buy a CD player right now. One of them portable CD players. I want to go buy one, yo, and just walk around. G protection. I feel old. I feel old, yo. G protection. But y'all remember that? And then once they got better, it started out with like a 10-second G protection. And then it went to like, I think a 30-second G protection. And then it got up to like 60-second G protection. So once it got up to 60-second G protection, once it got up to 60 seconds, it was like, man, that was hot shit, yo. If you got the 60-second jump, nothing can stop you, yo. And especially if you got your Sony headphones, oh, man. You the man, yo. You the man. And remember, yeah, they want $70 for a cheap one. $70, yo, man. And then CDs, you would get a CD for like $20. But if you knew somebody, you can go to their house and they would just burn you a CD. And the only thing you would have to do is just pay for the burnt CD. And remember, you used to buy the burnt CDs in the packet. You would get like 50 CDs for like how much? I forget how much 50 CDs would be. It'd be like $20 or something like that. Like crazy cheap. Yeah, I recorded the music a lot. Seconds could not skip. LimeWire. What was the other one? Napster. Yo, we stayed up Napster all the time. Napster was slow the crap out of your computer, yo. But you don't have to pay for music. But your computer hella slow because Napster just running your computer down. G protection. Alex, did you have one of them Walkmans with the G protection? The G protection, yo. I still got mad CD burn. Bro, that's what's up. That's what's up. You keep them joints around. I probably know some homies back home that got mad CDs. But how CDs, the thing with CDs is they don't last forever. They last like 10 years or something. Which is crazy. Like, that new Sony action camera is my next Sony toy. So honestly, I would get that Sony action cam. But you know the main reason why I'm not getting that action cam. I don't even have to say it. They still sell CDs on the streets in the hood. Oh, but like a lot of third world countries, they still sell CDs like a lot, yo. Like especially in Central America. Yep, you already know no 4K, Alex. Even when I was in Korea earlier this year, I went to this mall and literally it was like a mall and it was kind of deserted and not a lot of people there. But it was one store. They just had like burnt CDs. Like it was like literally bootleg CDs. Like, you know how like you would see like the DVD section, and you know what a for real DVD looks like. It, you know, it has the right colors and it has the nice looking box. But then you know when you see a bootleg DVD, because they just use like a regular copy machine and it's probably in black and white, and all the boxes look the same because they just, you know, got a whole bunch of boxes from one spot, you know, and then they just printed the labels and just stuck them in there. You know, they just do it like that. And yeah, I noticed that in South Korea. Like, I'm like, dang, y'all got the fastest internet in the world, but y'all still buying like CDs and stuff. Now, why aren't you just downloading this stuff offline? But a lot of things I noticed were blocked in Korea, because I ain't gonna lie, like I was trying to watch some porn when I was in Korea, and that shit was blocked, yo. You ain't watching no freaking big booty white girls over there. Like, they got all of it blocked. You gotta use a VPN. And I wasn't even thinking about using a VPN back then. But I'm like, dang, homeboy can't even watch Pornhub over here? You know? Sorry, did I talk too much right there? I'm being for real, right? Y'all like me to be honest, huh? I went to Pornhub and all this like Korean language came up. I quickly got off that website because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was gonna be like authorities are coming for you right now, you know, because it was in Korean. So I was like, yeah, let's just wait till we get back to the U.S. We make the best porn anyway. All right, and Thailand is blocked too. But in Thailand, you can actually get around it. Just go for it, joint. Bang, bro. Alright, we can't be talking about porn. It's too early in the morning to be talking about girls, yo. Well, it's too early in the morning to be talking about them girls. 2 girls and 1 Uber pool. You a fool, bro. Of course I'm a fool. Detroit in the house. Maybe I should move to Detroit, yo. Because honestly, I think Detroit is gonna pop one day. I believe Detroit is gonna it's gonna turn around. Like, I think history's gonna repeat itself. Everything is banned in North Korea except for big booty white girls. Oh, for real? You should have just busted a nut on one of those girls down there. let's not talk about that anymore. It's 12:23 over in the morning. Oh yeah, it's 12. Yeah, it's lunchtime over there. It's still like people still going to work around here. The traffic is like dying out now. It's crazy. I'm just sitting in the car, like letting the car run because my phone's dead. Detroit's got cheap real estate right now. I want to like live like in downtown Detroit, but like downtown Detroit is not that cheap. Like, it's just not like downtown's everywhere is not cheap. Where's the boosted? Oh, it's in the trunk. I should actually charge it like while I'm freaking talking to y'all. I have plenty of battery, but if I'm gonna drop the rental car off, I should charge it. Just use the external charger. So I'm gonna jump out really fast and get the booster board. I'll be right back. I'm back. Whoa. How is the boosted board motors? Still feel stuck? No, they don't feel stuck anymore. My backpack feels so light. Is the charger even in here? Oh, it's in here. This charger is so heavy, yo. Just plug this bad boy up. Let's plug this bad boy up and homeboy getting some juice. There we go. I'm at like. Okay, something just cut off here. Cool. Yes, we charging. We're good to go. This thing is dope, yo. You can like charge up, and you can also charge 2 USB devices too. Now the thing is, another bad thing about this is you can't well, I gotta charge it up again. One thing about this, you can't charge 2 skateboards at the same time. I tried, and it didn't explode on me, it just cut off. Yeah. The boosted board makes this freaking sound when you do it. I heard that I had that charger, but it killed my fuse. Rental car. Rental car. Hey bro, did you see the board I sent you yesterday? I'll check. Like yesterday I was like incognito, so I wasn't online. Like I don't even want to talk about it. Rich. Is it your car, or do you have a dead battery while filming or charging devices? I had to call in Uber to help me charge. Yeah, you gonna like that board, Jay? I'm gonna like that board. So there's another company. Check this out. There's another company that just we've been messaging back and forth. I'm not gonna say their name, not just yet, but they're from China. You probably have not heard of them. I definitely have not seen any of their skateboards. They have made a $250 skateboard, and they're like, yeah, we want you to like talk about it on your channel. We want you to review it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I'm like totally down. And to look at this skateboard, I've never ridden it. It looks to be somewhat decent. Oh, lip boards. Okay, it looks to be somewhat decent. But then when I look at the pricing, like everything is everything's like just lower. It's just lower price, you know. Like I was looking on the website, and you would see the recharge. You would see the recharge you see the charger, and the charger was like $30. The remote was like $20. And I was like, dang, yo. Hit me up after the stream. Okay, I'll hit you up after the stream. Will it last? I don't know. I guess that's why they're sending it to me to test out. This is obviously a hub motor skateboard. So the motor is going to be in the hub. I'm not exactly a fan of those, but they're okay because you can really roll with those super easy. This nigga Jermaine got a nice collection already. I know, I got like a crap load of skate. They're all over the country, yo. I know, next to my scooter, I'm gonna put shitload of stickers on it. Oh yeah, you gotta put stickers on it. I only got one sticker on my skateboard. I used to have that YouTube sticker, but it wasn't waterproof, and yeah, it's not on there anymore. Daring 250 used to take off the motors and batteries and attach it to a longboard. That would actually be a good idea. That wouldn't be a bad idea, to take it off and put it on a longboard. Yeah. So what do I have to do now? I just have to... I need to go drop this thing off because I don't want it in my backpack. Because this thing is huge. And then I also have golf balls in the back. Don't ask why I have golf balls in the back, but I don't want those either. I don't want them in my backpack. Like, I just want less weight in my backpack. Why not sending... Oh, because I guess they wanted to, like, talk to me first. It's crazy, like, a year ago, not a year ago, like, 6 months ago, like, I emailed so many electric skateboard companies, and I basically emailed them the same email. I emailed them, like, and it was off of Boosted, right? And I was talking about, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I have this many subscribers, I make videos every day, I do this, I do that, I ride electric skateboards. These are a few videos that I've, made using a boosted board, and I put, obviously the boosted board videos of, 2,000 miles, 500 miles in 30 days. I put those videos, and it was weird because, like, no one responded, right? No one responded. Like, no companies did. And then all of a sudden, Cool Will responded months later. Well, I guess after the whole Heather situation, that kind of helped Cool Will respond. And then Blinker responded, and now there's this other random company that's responding, So I'm like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I kind of want to buy another boosted board, but how can I buy another boosted board when I got freaking people sending me free skateboards? So it's like, well, maybe I'll just save my $1,700, And then I kind of want to buy an electric bike, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, the bike I want costs like $2,000, and could they send it to me for free? Because if they send it to me for free, I wouldn't have to spend the $2,000, But then if I did spend the $2,000, it would be a tax write-off. But it would be better if they just sent it to me free, because it'd just be free, I don't even have to put it on my card, like none of that. So I don't know. It's just different. But I'll probably be skateboarding a lot more today because I won't have the car. So that means that I can skateboard all day. Yay! So the board I sent you yesterday is as long, but it uses the same belts for the boosted. Oh, for real? Hey, is this that same board that Saradici? The same board that Saradici was talking about? Like, yeah, the Saradici board with belts. It's like less price. I don't use Get Around. Oh, it's better than that one because I thought that board was okay, but when I saw her like the takeoff, like when they tested it side by side, I'm like, man, if that's a belt board, it's super slow. 2,300 watts. That sounds like some serious power. Because my boosted board only has 1,500 watts, and the fastest, the V2, so there's two boosted boards. There's one that's like $13.99, $12.99, and there's one that's like $14.99. The one that's more expensive, you can go up heels that are 25% grade, but the one I have, you can only go up 20% grade heels. That's like the only difference. Like, and also the speed. I can only go 20 miles an hour, but the one that costs $200 more, you can go 22 miles an hour. My whole deal is you don't need to go more than 20 miles an hour. That's my whole That's my whole thing. Like, if you're on a skateboard, 20 miles an hour is the cap. Like, a lot of people disagree with that. They're like, I want to go 30 miles an hour on my skateboard. But I look at it like this. Jermaine, have you ever had TaskRabbit pause your account? All the freaking time. All the time. Like, if you miss a request, like, they'll pause your account. But, yeah, I was talking about skateboarding. This happens all the time when I'm live streaming. I read another comment and I get sidetracked. I'm gonna have to take the rental car back soon. I need to know how much gas was in here so they won't charge me $50 for 2 gallons. $200 more for 2 more miles per hour. Yeah, that's it, and that's really the difference. I have the cheaper one. Oh, what car do I use? What do you use for rental car? This is a Chevy Cruze. It's a white one. I'm like the worst Uber driver. Whenever I return my car back to the Hertz, it's always really dirty. You know why it's really dirty? Because I don't pick up people. I just pick up food. So when I pick up food, I don't clean the car. You know, like, I'll keep the car for 2 weeks and never wash it. So when I turn it back in, they're just like, that's like the dirtiest Uber driver ever. But I'm actually the Uber delivery guy. But yeah, crashing at 30 miles an hour, that's what I was talking about. Okay, the rule of thumb, if you crash at 10 miles an hour, you're probably not going to die. Like, you're probably not going to die. You're probably just going to, maybe you scratch yourself, maybe you bang yourself up. You might not break a bone, okay? When you get up to 25 miles an hour, you're almost, it's like a 50, you're doing way more. Like, that's almost 50 times faster than 10 miles an hour. So when you get to 20 miles an hour, this is where you're probably not gonna die, okay? If you fall on the ground at 20 miles an hour, because I've seen plenty of people literally fall at 20 miles an hour on the ground. You're probably not gonna die, but you're gonna be pretty dang hurt, okay? 25 miles per hour, you could possibly die, okay? You could possibly freaking die, okay? 30 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. I mean, you're literally on a skateboard, yo. You're not on a scooter. A scooter is a little bit different because at least you can hold something, you know? But a skateboard, you holding a controller, if you got a controller, you know? So that's my thing. How do you deal with travel e-board on a plane? Well, that's probably why you haven't seen me at the airport since New York, yo. Think about it. I haven't been to the airport since I was in New York. And I'm already back here because I took the train from New York to LA because those fools was like, you ain't bringing a bomb on the airplane. And I'm like, this ain't a bomb, it's an electric skateboard, you know? But how can you argue with TSA? Like, you can't really argue with them. It's kind of like arguing with the police, you know? Like, I mean, this is going to be your word against their word, and their word is going to be better than your word, so what are you going to do? Got to run. Have a good one. Peace out, Richard. Peace out. Have a good day. Have a good day. Happy good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. 25 miles an hour, you can definitely die. That's why they put the speed limit in NYC 25. Yes, this is very true. You can die. And I mean, honestly, like, what's the difference? And this is another thing I look at electric skateboarding. If I'm standing in the middle of the street and a car hits me at 20 miles an hour, what's the difference between that and me going 20 miles an hour and crashing, you know? It's not that big of a difference, you know? Obviously, the car could do more damage to you because if you fall, you could fall in a different way. But if a car hits you, they're probably just gonna hit you, you know? Get a jumbo battery pack. Yeah, that would be dope. What if you check a bag? Okay, so this is the deal about checking a bag. You can fly with the boosted board. You can fly with it. It's the battery that's the problem. So what you want to do is you want to take the battery off of the board and check the board. So that way the board's checked. And then from there, I was told that you can get on the plane with the battery in your backpack. It didn't work for me, but this is what I was told. However, it didn't work for me. So the next time I do travel, and if I do take the boosted board, I'm probably going to have to buy another boosted board to pull this off. I'm going to have to do it the old school way. Let me give you an example. I want to go to New York on January the 15th, right? So on January the 10th, I'm going to take a boosted board battery and go to the not the post office, but go to FedEx, and I'm going to FedEx the boosted board battery to New York, right? 5 days before I go. So that way, when I show up to the airport, I can just show up to the airport with the skateboard in my hand with no battery, right? I ain't got no bombs, all right? No lithium, no nothing. I just got a skateboard with wheels, right? Check the skateboard, get on the plane, fly, go to New York. When I get to New York, cross my fingers that the battery has made it there. So that way, when I get there, like, I can just go get the battery from the location where I mailed it, and that way I can pop the battery on the board. I'm riding, I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing. So I haven't figured that out, but another thing I'm trying to figure out is how to do this internationally. How to do this internationally. You know, that's the tricky thing, because it takes a lot longer to ship, and if it's a lithium battery, it can't go on an airplane, so it's gonna have to go on a boat. And I don't know if you guys know anything about boat shipping, but it ain't as fast as shipping stuff on an airplane. Like, it's gonna take a little bit longer, because I mean, it's going on a boat, so it's gonna take a whole lot longer. What if you detect the battery and check it? Yeah, you can. Jermaine, have you seen those portable pocket chairs? What is a portable pocket chair? Yo, Jermaine, come to ship that battery to my house and check the board. Yeah. That's what you do. Like, that's pretty much what you gotta do now. You gotta check. You gotta take the battery off and ship it separately. Man, it's getting hot up in here, yo. Like, I'm for real. Only heat I got on is this heated seat, and like, it's got all the windows back here, like, all fogged up and stuff. Crazy fogged up. Dude, come to NY. It's like, dude, it's this love and relation. It's this love-hate relationship with New York. Like, I so want to be there so bad right now. You guys got no idea how bad I want to be in New York. It's like I'm hiding it from myself. It's like, Jermaine, you want to be in New York? Just go. Why are you not in New York? Oh no, I just want to be a Californian boy. I just want to live in California. But you really want to be in New York. It's almost like somebody's coming out of the closet, but they don't want to come out of the closet, but they know, you know? It's like, I need to go back to New York. Like, I freaking need to go back to New York. You don't run into movie stars in San Francisco. In LA, yes. You can like, there's like tour groups that you can go on. And like, there's certain people in tour groups, they know where stars will be. So like, they'll literally take you to like this restaurant, and then all of a sudden you'll see famous people. But like, no, you don't really see too many. Not in San Francisco. You're probably gonna run into way more stars in New York than San Francisco. San Francisco is on the map, but it's not like an entertainment city like LA and New York. You know, you got a lot of entertainers in LA and New York, and here you have, you know what you have here in San Francisco? You have techies. Yep, you have techies. Mm-hmm. Shh. You're talking too loud. I'm trying to study code. Shh. Like, yeah, you have techies here. Like, completely different. New York, LA, you got loud, rowdy people. You got fashionable people. You got folks wearing big gold chains. You got folks jumping out of a freaking Phantom, a Maybach. I don't think I've ever seen a Maybach riding around San Francisco. When I was in New York, yo, I probably saw 4 or 5 Maybachs in the same day. If you don't know what a Maybach is, they're like, it costs like $500,000 for a car, you know? And you don't drive it, you have a driver, but like, you don't see stuff like that in Frisco. Probably because the homeless people are gonna get into it. But in LA, dude, LA, they drive Ferraris just like we drive Priuses around here. Like, certain parts of LA, I'm like, dang, yo. Like, they is driving that shit like it ain't nothing, yo. Like a bike, you know? That's just LA, though, for you. Jermaine, can you explain WeWork and how often you use them? So I go to WeWork quite often. It's just a shared office space. WeWork is another tax write-off for me, because what do you use WeWork for? Well, I produce videos there. I do a lot of filming at WeWork. I do a lot of things at WeWork. That's my thing at WeWork. I usually upload videos from WeWork because the internet is ridiculously fast. That's my deal where we work. I'm getting hot up in here now, y'all. Okay, I need to like change. I think the sun's coming up again. This is gonna be weird. I'm just gonna drive like a block away, and then what I'll probably do is just drive all the way. What's for lunch? I don't know. I'll probably just drive all the way to the rental car place, but I won't drive straight. Like, I'll just drive like 2 blocks and stop, and then drive another 2 blocks and stop, and then drive another 2 blocks and stop. That way I won't have to end the live stream, you know? And then that way I'm not like distracted and driving, because I'm not really driving. I'm doing a lot of stopping, you know? What time is it over there? It is 9:44. 9:44. All right, we got another spot over here. Jermaine, have you lived out of your car? I haven't lived out of my car. It's definitely something I've thought about. The van life, I've thought about it too, but then I actually did the math behind it, and then I figured out that like maybe it wouldn't be a great idea to live out of a car. I did crunch some numbers and did the math, and it's almost like around here in the Bay Area, it's almost like you can live in a car, or you can like, the thing with living in a car, you're gonna spend a lot of money on gas, yo. That's one thing, because I followed a lot of like YouTubers that live out of cars and stuff, and you're gonna spend a lot of money in gas, and you really, like, it's not safe here to live in a car. Like, if you live outside the city maybe, but like in the city, like, you're probably gonna get your car broken into, you know? And then you have to like constantly move your car. Like, it's something that can be done. Like, don't get me wrong, it's something that can be done. If I was driving all the time, because I don't drive all the time too, that's one reason why I don't live in a car. But if I was driving like for Uber, like if I was one of those Uber drivers that made $2,500 every week, maybe I'd want to do it, you know? But my whole life doesn't revolve around the car. My life is like skateboarding and, you know, doing this and doing that, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't really revolve around the car. It can definitely be done though. Yeah, if you had a large van. But the thing about a large van in the city is a large van is going to attract attention. Like, for real. Like, it's going to attract attention. And, like, homeless people know that people live in cars. So, a van is a target, yo. Like, it is crazy. It's a target. That's why, like, living in a car is almost better than living in a van in the city. Yeah, van life is mostly outside. A full-size sedan. Yeah, a full-size sedan could definitely be a whole lot better. Yeah, but I don't know, a Model X. Did it for a week in Miami in a Ford Fusion. I mean, I would totally do it. I'd definitely crash in the car plenty of times. But like living in a car, not a car, maybe a van, but I wouldn't want to do it here. In LA, yo, in LA, Los Angeles would be the place to live in a car. The reason why I would say Los Angeles would be a place to live in a car, number one, Los Angeles is very spread out. It's very spread out. So you can actually park your car somewhere where possibly no one would be walking by you at night. Unlike in the city, if you park your car somewhere, chances are someone's still going to be walking by like at night, so you know you could still be seen. And another thing about LA is much warmer, so in the wintertime you're not like freezing in your car because it's a little bit warmer. And LA is just more cheaper, you know, like gas is cheaper in LA, food's cheaper in LA, you know, and I don't know, just some of the things. Are you talking about living in LA? Never had any problems at night? You should try it for a full month, yo. At least do it. You know, that actually wouldn't be bad if I lived in a car for a month. But the problem with that is, if I did try to live in a car for a month, what kind of car you think I would try to live in? Would probably try to live in like a freaking Hertz car, right? And that would probably get to Hertz really fast if there was a YouTuber living in your car, you know? So that's what I won't be doing that unless I like bought a car. And I'm not gonna just buy a car just to live in. Yeah, dude. Okay. It's Santa Monica, Culver City, West LA, downtown, Venice. It's so spread out. Like, there is so much. It's not downtown San Francisco. Like, it is freaking, it's a sprawl. Like, you got a lot of places to choose from. I mean, if you want, you can even go to some nice places and go park in front of someone's house and leave early in the morning, you know? Like, but just here, it's just like, man, a lot of times you may be driving around an hour just to look for a parking spot in Frisco, just to go to sleep, you know. Been to Disneyland, ever vlogged there? Maybe I need to go to Disneyland. I need to freaking go to LA. Maybe I'll go to LA next week. I should go to LA next week, yo. Cause always fun stuff to do in LA. Channel title: Living the Hertz life. Yep. And people be like, yeah, definitely don't want to rent a white Chevy Cruze because that dude's been living in it. Hotel parking lots, 24 hours, supermarkets are low key. That's true. It's very true. Hotel parking lots. Y'all been watching YouTube videos. You've been watching that hobo girl, that really super cute Asian girl that lives in her car. It's like, man, I don't even think that girl lives in her car, yo. I think she's just doing it because... I don't think she's just doing it. Because she's just too freaking hot to be living in a car. And then, like, with all her subscribers and stuff, like... I mean, she has, like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So, obviously, she must be making some money, you know? Is it worth it renting a car for Uber? I mean, if you live in it, that sounds like it'd be really worth it. Go live in LA, rent a Ferrari, live in it for a week. That would be clickbait video. Would definitely be clickbait. Is the booster board done charging? I almost got a full charge back here. That what up, that what up, that what up, that what up. So guys, I think I'm gonna have to get ready to end the live stream because I just been streaming for a minute. What's your next international trip? I'm trying to figure it out. Either, you know, I kind of want to go back to Thailand, but something is telling me don't go back because you just left from Thailand. And then something else is telling me to go to China. A lot of reasons are telling me to go to China because China is a place that a lot of Americans just don't go. And China definitely has its difficulties. And I think it would be pretty dang awesome to go and experience China for a little bit. So China is on the list. And also China would be very inexpensive to go to. Like, I could probably get a flight from here to China for less than $500. And then once you get there, China is not that expensive if you're not in the major cities. So China could definitely be on that list. I have a Michael Gamora, the guy from TaskRabbit, he never replied. And he needed me to come at 10:30. And I'm like, hey, is this going to be big boxes, small boxes? How long do you need it for? China has lots of gadgets for cheap. I guess if I went to China, I wouldn't even have to worry about taking a skateboard because I could just buy a cheap electric skateboard there. I mean, I could, right? Because all of that crap's made in China anyway, huh? I should at least be able to get one for $100, right? But China could be a lot of fun. I just don't know, but China's so big. It's literally like the size of the United States. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be on the east coast of China. I'm not going to be like on the middle, the inland, west side of China. But China's a massive country, yo, when you look at it on a map. It ain't nothing to play with. Grab a Meepo board over there. The board that that company that wants me to review is very similar to a Meepo board. It literally reminds me of a Meepo board, especially with that price. Alright, so anyway, sorry about this, guys, but homeboy Jermaine, we got in the live stream because homeboy Jermaine gotta go do some stuff. And hire a Chinese girl, hire a Chinese tour guide. That's funny. That would be fun. A little Chinese girl to show me around. Be like, yo, where the good food at? Where the vegan food at? Where the rice at? Where all this stuff at? Thailand is so cheap. I want to say Thailand is cheaper than China, but I've never been to China, so I don't really know. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy Vlogsmith. I'll upload another video today. It'll be somewhat Christmas related or something like that. It might be somewhat Christmas related or something like that. But anyway, I gotta go. Peace out. Later.